Very negative.
And from 1 to 10, I was like, yes.
Yeah! You see that one, Roy? Hello and welcome to this Warno DEFCON2 2v2 tournament game. Played between Two Lakes One Kub, consisting of Lynchie and many cigarettes. And they're going up against TT5558 and R, who are my favourite team in the tournament, after watching them beat down the world #1 player pretty effectively. I'm really rooting for these guys. I hope they qualify. I hope they make it further. They certainly deserve it, but I think they need to win this game to qualify. So this is their qualification game, because I think you got to win 2 to qualify. Yeah. So yeah. So deployments. We got Lynchie here on 24. So many cigarettes and Lynchie have gone for a very slow US mechanized open, basically. So they're really not going to get there first compared to 11 easy and 11th US. So they're going slowly to various places. So scouts to here, a couple recon Bradleys, one to here, one to here. This is a bad spot for the recon Bradley. You want it here because then it can shoot the entire zone, or here because then it can shoot the entire zone. But here's better because then it can use its range advantage on its ATGM and not get smacked by a tank shot or something. But here's bad because you can't see behind those trees. And then behind that, you know, CVs, Bradleys. We're going to see a lot of Bradleys this game. Pivads, more Bradleys, more Pivads, M1A1 CV. On the right, they don't care about the right at all, it seems. Just 2 units, one here. Stop people from getting through, I guess. And I hope they're putting one down here. And yeah, there is 1 unit going down there, 2 even. But yes, lots of guys for mid, and the idea here clearly for the blue players, I haven't watched this game, but what I think is happening here, and usually I'm right. Just give me all your money, I'm always right. They're going to arrive there second, and they're going to try and push out their opponents, switching to their opponent's deployment. We got a TT on 11 easy, and he's definitely going to get there first, so he's going straight for Foxtrot, putting some guys around here. So we got infantry there. I'm surprised that's not the saggy recon. Legionnaires, P4 Milan to shoot down that road presumably, but usually it's this road. I sure hope they're putting somebody here. I haven't found him yet. What is going down there? There we go. It's a Chasseur's Paras. Yeah. So they're taking that, and then, yeah, that's another reason why it's better here, because if the enemy gets here, he can blow it up. And, yeah, they're putting a couple of units there. They're aware of the problems. What you need, really, is smoke, mortar, and just put it in here. That's the only way you can contest that zone. On the left, they've actually put quite a few things there, and they'll get that for free. And then hopefully they reposition some of these guys. They've also opened 2 planes because they expect, like, a helo opener. And that means that R doesn't really have many units because he's got the 2 planes. ACAV's really expensive. CV's expensive. He's brought a bit of short range AA. Crucially, was 8th banned? Yeah, it was. 8th was banned by these guys, so so they don't have any Eyehawks, which means they no, wait, what am I saying? 11th US gets Eyehawks, so take all that back. These guys don't have any Eyehawks because they've gone for non-Eyehawk divisions, so they're going to struggle against the 11 easy air. So if TT can micro his stuff properly, he's going to have a pretty good chance. So we'll cast the game, and I'll do it from this perspective. Right, so they're off, and I'd like to take the time to thank the generous channel joiners. Honestly, I can't thank any of you enough. The guys that watch the videos, the guys that leave the comments, the guys that like. The channel joiners, they get exclusive videos, they get their names on the screen, they get the videos early, and they're basically funding the channel. They make it so I don't have to worry too much about views, going for views, so I can cast games between unknown players. So we never would have seen the last TTR game, Les Multijoueurs. We never would have seen that if not for the channel joiners, because I'd be forced to only cast games between named players to try and maximize views. So it's all about incentives. I can't give you an incentive to leave a comment and like the video, but it only takes you 10 seconds, and it makes YouTube recommend the videos to more people. So if you'd like, you know, bigger tournaments, a bigger Warno community, then we need to get the word out somehow, and that's a great way. You know, if you hate Warno, what are you doing here anyway? I hate Warno as well. So the Eagle is out, but yeah, just some posturing from these players. This has a long-range missile, this doesn't, but if these close the range, they're really going to win, because they've got two 5HE 65% accuracy missiles that they fire at once. And red is in the zone, but they've not capped Delta. That's what this is for. So Lynchie is just going to defend this, stop the rush. That's smart. And this has got here, which is smart, and he should just leave that there. Because if you drive it forwards, you're going to get shot by this. So if you just leave that there, anybody who comes past is going to die. Saggy Recon goes down, and I feel that red is a bit imbalanced here. There's not enough units here, and here comes Lynchie with his Mega Blob. So TT's unloaded his guys, but it's infantry, so it's probably going to get blown up, although many cigarettes has opted to just stack this, as opposed to going around here. An M270 could really punish that. So, still even on the points. Paras Marine, not in Appalachian range, so they should just be put back here. Same with the Legionnaire Paras, you should not be sending those out to get hit by 10 Bradleys. They should be hiding in the forest, and he's realised, but it's too late, he's been routed. This Paras Marine's trying to get over here. And, oh, F-16 cluster. Oh, I thought it would get more than that, but it was a good shot. I think it's going to go down, though. There's just too much here. Yeah, it goes down, so it wasn't worth it. Helicopter would have been better, because Lynchie's been quite lethargic with his AA. Same with many cigarettes. But yeah, the players in red are having a really tough time here. They should have set up more ATGM positions, like AMX Hot 2 here, really useful, because it shoots the guys coming down the road. This road, a bit harder. AMX Hot 2 here would have got guys coming down that road. And yeah, he needs to, like, what's he doing? I appreciate the idea, but yeah, that's rough. So red didn't really hold on to this as much as they could have, but they do have the point lead. But if blue takes this, it's going to give them a +1. This Bradley's finally got over here. Not sure how it took that cohesion damage. Must have, yeah, this must have missed it as it went from there to there. Legionnaire Paras go down. M1A1's not going to beat this, and TT's not learnt from the mistakes of the last game. I don't know if they've watched it. I've never spoken to these guys. He's going Saggies instead of ATGM spam, basically, and the Saggie's just woefully overpriced and dies in one hit at max range to an M1A1, so it's rough. This has been just right-clicked on that, which is probably going to work in its favour because this thing has a minimum range. Although, no, I think this is going to get minimum ranged, but of course the Bradley. So, that's his niche so good, and the Saggie's just getting beaten up now. Should have had, yeah, P4 Milans all over the shop. Like one here in case it breaks through. Get an AMX Hot 2, goes further, but it's the Saggies, which is rough. So the blue machine is just chomping through these light-skinned, thin-skinned, whoa, yikes, these thin-skinned vehicles. And one player's M1A1s are not enough to counter two players' M1s and Bradleys. The Saggy probably can't be seen, although it kind of looks like they're about to hose him down. But it just doesn't do very much, right? So you really want the ATGMs. And no supply here, so blue have taken that. They have spotted this. That Fireteam Dragon's going to lose to this, but I'm just surprised there's no artillery. I guess they've not got to that yet. But even this Apache, send that over there. And this Chasseurs is going back in, but I think he saw the CV, surely. I mean, they know exactly where it has to be. So, I don't know, Jaguar HE Bomber there would be cool, and then it would actually be even Stevens, despite the fact that these guys have the mid-zone, because that's +2, these +1s. That's how it goes. So, yeah, game's slowing down a bit now. We'll speed it up until something happens. This guy doesn't get AT, so there's no need to smoke there. You would have been fine. And still no RT for this. And it looks like blue are content to just, okay, sit here, build up, get the RT out, and then... I mean, you would think they'd want the sides, but it looks like they're just overstacking the middle. And I don't see red ever get back in there. So I'll do a bit of speeding up. And until something happens, we'll do a bit of speeding up here. Do let me know about the speeding up. Saw two F-16s went down there, which is pretty rough. And down goes the infantry. So losing those two F-16s is a problem. Go back down to 1 speed because the fight has begun. Or resumed. And, you know, he's got lots of M1A1s. And he can push. He can poke. But TT really needs to be backing him up with ATGMs. Just get the P4 Milans. But instead he's bought a bunch of artillery. 4 artillery. They should get this. This should be the first target. There we go. And the Paladins indeed are going on that. It's only 3 HP. He's just sending this forwards to get another look-see. Lynchie's trying to clear this out by leaving his guys in the transports. I'm not sure that's a good idea. Rounds coming in here. There is a fight going on here. The ACAV getting bullied by TOW2s. Needs to smoke because if they both hit, he's dead. Oof. They both missed, actually. Near misses. And yeah, VBL Milan not going to beat TOW2. Just going to explode. The CV is fine because he just moved it because for some reason he put it here instead of in the middle. But yeah, I don't know if they can even see that. So, weird one. 105's going in. But as long as R can keep his blob alive, forwards, backwards, and just try and trade. But he is basically 2v1ing with those trades. And the enemy has a lot of Bradleys. A lot of Bradleys. And sooner or later the HA Abram, there we go, are going to show up. And they're really good. Really good. Look at that. 2 extra armor. Sorry, 2 extra pen, 3 extra armor. And that makes a big difference. ACAV went down there to this position. Seen lots of pings. Chasseur's Paras have been spotted in the... That's a shame, because that was in a good spot, and now it's dead. No way that survives. They're going to hunt it down. And Blue just rolling up the flanks. Not so sure about this. But, yeah. More trades, more trades. Still +2 to Blue. 105's going in here. Going on the chaparrals. But you see 105s don't do a whole lot. Like, that was 2 direct hits. It's just not doing anything. Sadly, the way AoE on artillery works is really bad. It just, basically, you're either in the middle and it does all the damage, or you're on the edge and it does nothing. There's no nice spread, which would make artillery a lot, not only more effective, but also more useful, more intuitive, because right now it's just you either hit them and you kill them, or you miss them a little bit and you do nothing. That's really not how artillery works in real life. You should, obviously if you hit them you're going to kill them, but artillery is more about the suppressive effect from wide radii, but that's not really represented in this game. So they bought all the arty, and they're going to keep trying to hit that, but nothing's happening. This saggy recon's going to rinse that dragon. I don't think he's noticed because he should really be chasing that, and he should really be bringing up the fire team. So we're going to do some speeding up because nothing's happening. That Chasseur's Paras predictably is going down now. That fire team's made it out. All that artillery is for nothing. There's a tank there now. So it looks like Blue are going to go for the +2. And just, yeah, they're going for the flanks. That Cobra gets that guy. Gets out before the Minstrel shows up. More artillery. Minstrel shoots at the quick fix, doesn't get it. And this tank can survive a lot of 105s, basically, so they don't have to worry too much about that. Blue doing a good job lining these forests. Let's try and line this one as well. Stop the enemy from getting in. There's just no way Red's ever getting back in here. TT with his signature 10 million mortars is just going to mortar everything. Oh, he's smoking. Oh, are they going in? They're going in! So we'll slow it back down because they're going in. The Abrams line here. Yeah, that's cool. So, Lynchie should really have a gem over here or something. But yeah, they've done a good job of crossing out this. And yeah, they're attacking here. I'm just really surprised they haven't artilleried the one spot that they know the CV has to be in because they've got this here. Though he's not actually put it in the right place. If he puts it here, he can see the whole zone. So that was a bit silly. The A1s, they go forwards. and then they come backwards. So we're back to doing nothing again. More artillery. Blue's now bought artillery. This isn't firing. He's waiting for them to drive into it. The blob is now moving over here. It's going to run over that sniper. We'll slow it back down again, maybe. I heard an iHawk go off. It hit nothing, but yeah, it looks like that Eagle might lose that fight, although this is out of missiles, so maybe it won't. See lots of blue dying. The red tank blob doing pretty effectively, but the problem they've got here is that if they go this way, they're going to get side shot, which is actually about to happen. Ow. But yeah, he pokes it with the other one. Completely takes it out. Poke was not the right word. And TT's going in with the infantry stroke eagle purchase. Down goes a tank. Every time. And yeah, one iHawk is not enough. Lots of mortars. Lots of mortars. Difficult to keep them all shooting. You really need 3 iHawks against the stroke eagle. So-called because it gives you a stroke. And this guy's going down. Many cigarettes. Clearing this up. Might lose a Bradley to the Milan, but if he's paying attention, he won't. Oh, Saggy point blanks it. Sea Knight's doing a good job because the AA is all the way back here. But once it gets up, those Sea Knights are toast. Cobra getting hit by the Pamela, but this thing reloads quite slowly. And Red have managed to get in the zone. But they're about to get hit by an MLRS. And TT's not smoking his dudes up. He's got all these mortars. So the Sea Knights getting killed by the Chappies, and it's routing towards the enemy. Really good gameplay. But this fires its full volley of 4 and has to reload for 20 seconds. So the Sea Knight's going to get out. CV went down to the M270, as will the Abrams. Apaches in the back line are very... in the back of your forces are really useful because it forces the enemy to bring up manpads with their guys, which very few people do. There is a stinger there. And blue are now on a +2. So we're going to speed it up again. Red are going to try and get back in here. Many cigarettes has moved his guy from his commanding position. For why? +1 for blue. Lots of counter battery because he sold all the transports, so they're all dying. Saggy PC went down, so they're buying Iltis, but they're not smoking it. They got all these mortars and they're just not smoking it, so it's tough. And blue's still on a +1. Surprised they've not come for this. Drawn some aggro on this, but I guess, you know, they're winning. Why bother? Lots of red dying now. Lots of mortars just died. Yikes. Yeah, so why not smoke it? Why not smoke it? You know how. That was a good smoke there. So red going in for their next attack, but yeah, it's just blue have severe artillery superiority, and oh no, it's still fine. Just getting 105, but it doesn't really do anything. You buy repair and put it behind, and then there you go. So down goes that CV. And briefly there, these guys run a +1 because they have managed to get back in here. But it's, yeah, I will slow it back down again, I suppose, because this is a cool fight. You got the Abrams going in. Lots of guys dying on the road. The Apache's just firing hellfires at everybody. There's not enough AA here, so this M1A1's just going to die to an Apache now if the tanks don't get it first. There's just too many tanks here, man. Too many tanks. So it's even on income, on score income. But, you know, this is... I want to see how blue plays this out, because they don't really have a lot of infantry here. It's all tanks, so what are they going to do? Drive it in. Which they can do. And you see that when the ATGMs are purchased, they work quite well. But, alas. So, this has been spotted. Oh, it might go down. 109? 155mm. See how many artillery shells have been fired here. You look at that. Look at that. It's just fine. It's going to get repaired now. I mean, there's 2 CVs in there anyway. And these 109s are going in on that. Yeah, 13 minutes left. Zoom into the next big attack. Sure, it must happen. So, yeah, more 105s in on that position, but there's M1A1s here now, and he's finally brought up something for this corner. So the VBL PC, here we go, M1A1s in the front, take out the screen, but they can't see this. So they're just going to get hit by TOW2s and explode. Big yikes moment. This is still alive. Over here, Blue finally brought up some infantry to move in here. I'm surprised they didn't just put the tanks in, but to be honest, if you put the tank here, it gets shot in the side. Like, there should be a P-form land here as well. This is a good spot. There should be one here as well. And yeah, okay, they're just going to strike eagle it. But I think he messed it up a bit. No, that's a perfect hit. Down it goes. And the one Eyehawk is just not sufficient to deal with that. So it's that +1 for blue, for red is down. Oof, you see that guy got side shot. This is a good spot. You can outlast anything coming over. Big plays there. Big bomber plays there. Jaguar HE hits that, but there's actually nobody there. It's this person who... That's an interesting idea, Lynchie. Surely if you want to get him out, you send him this way. But yeah, no recon here. Kind of dumb. No recon here. They should be able to see this. Let's Strike Eagle circling. +1 for the boys in blue. And yeah, it's just the blue strategy was good. Well, okay, they're both NATO, but the blue strategy arrived there, so I couldn't beat them up. The red strategy don't have the staying power. They got there first, you know, they got some points. See, the Eagles are going on the VBLs. Presumably the RT's not far behind. So yeah, nice try from red team, but I mean, come on, really? Yeah, they just keep losing that. I don't see them winning. I'm surprised blue never went for this. There's a couple of units, send them around the back. First you cut the reinforcements, and then you start sending stuff down the front. So what you get like a Pivads and a couple AT guys with a supply back here. You send them all the way back here. Stuff comes in, it explodes. Send a helicopter, it explodes. So, you know, because of the pivots. Just depends what your investment wants to be. So, you know, I like the smoke, but yeah, the M270, the Strike Eagle, just killing everything. Says out of rounds, we've got some nice side shot there. And here comes a wave of Apaches just to seal the deal. But they get shot by pivots and go back. Yeah, it was cool, and looks like Lynchie hasn't been spending his points. Like, what the heck? It's a lot of Bradleys. Yeah, I think blue could have tried to do something over here. I mean, they've definitely got enough units here. I like the fact that they did something over here. But yeah, they all definitely could have tried over here. You know, they got the Apaches and stuff, and it's just a total rout. They've just burst through. Look at all those units. And down they go. So GG to Two Lakes One Kub. I believe they qualify now as a result of this game. You know, commiserations to Les Multijoueurs. Definitely a weaker game from these two players than we saw versus Captain Cactus and Fortitude Fence, Team Canada. But you know, this guy has 3 ranked games and not a lot of total games, and I think they're punching above their weight. Particularly many cigarettes, lots and lots of games. Probably the most in the game, apart from Homelander, or maybe Derek's across his various alts. Sadly, you can't view Lynchie stats, just comes up with mine. But to keep in mind that many cigarettes has played twice as many games as me, and a lot of these are single player games. Because if you test in something, it goes up by 1. So, you know, he's and I've played more than most people, so he's played a lot of games. So, GG. GG. Please do let me know what you think. Please leave a comment. As we said, it makes YouTube recommend the videos to more people, and it's free. So I hope you have a lovely day. Unless you don't leave a comment.